some other people talk. I'll have a comment on that later, but the Democrats are stopping it. All they have to do is agree to let's go, and we're ready. And we voted for it many times. All we need is 5 Democrats. The Republicans vote for it, but we'll see what happens. But really, this is purely Democrat. They're doing some really bad things. I think they're lost souls. You know what that is? They are lost souls.
Welcome to Stateside Spotlight, where I do my best to show you all sides to the political equation. Let's get this boat floating and talk about food stamps. Food stamps, or EBTs, are likely to disappear on November 1st, and many people are afraid of not being able to put food on their table. Every 8th American relies on food stamps, which amounts to 42 million people, which equals a little over 10% of the population, which in this case is a lot. Here are some way smarter people than me, explaining what this actually means to lose your food stamps, why it happens, and who will be most impacted by it.
If you are naive enough to think that the pause to SNAP benefits on November 1st isn't going to affect you because you don't receive food stamps, I want you to hear this. About 1 in 8 Americans receive SNAP benefits. In fact, in Oklahoma, where I live, that's 1 in 6 people. So about 600,000 people in my state alone, Oklahoma, receive SNAP benefits. About 1 in 4 children in the U.S. receive SNAP benefits. But you're not one of those people, so you don't care. But hang with me. When those benefits go away, just about $9 billion in grocery spending vanishes. So you've got to be thinking about not just the grocery stores being able to stay open and pay their employees, but you have to think about the entire supply chain, trucks on the road, people who provide food to these grocery stores. $9 billion. Every dollar spent in SNAP benefits adds about $1.50 to $1.80 to the economy. So cutting those benefits isn't saving that dollar, it's taking away that $1.50 to your local economy. But you don't receive SNAP benefits, you don't work for a grocery store, you don't drive a truck, you don't give a shit. But when all of those things happen, the only way to combat that is to drastically increase the price of groceries. Grocery prices are already up over 3% in 2025 alone, which is almost an entire percentage higher than the average increase in grocery prices over the last 20 years. I thought they were supposed to go down day 1 though. So even if SNAP benefits only pause for 1 month, which by the way would be detrimental to all the people I mentioned before that you don't give a shit about, it will cost the economy roughly $13 to $14 billion in profit. And you can expect your grocery prices in just that 1 month to go up at least 1%. And states will stand to lose about $300 to $500 million in sales tax revenue. So even if you do not receive SNAP benefits, you never have, you never will, you do not want these to be paused on November 1st.
I usually mind my business, but they're sending out the notification today that you have 1 week to use your EBT card, SNAP benefits card, or whatever, SNAP cash. As of November 1st, the cards will be cut off, okay? They are also saying that if you have money on the cards and you do not spend it before November 1st, you will be asked out. Spend that shit, okay? Go get y'all food, go get y'all shit now. Whatever you got from this month, and if you keep it, stashed it to roll over, whatever you did, that's cool, but spend it before the 1st because they are cutting off the cards. The card itself will not work. So, with that being said, it's going to be a lot of people suffering behind these politicians playing with people's livelihood for power and control and for whatever agendas they feel like is doing it. But I just pray that, our people make it through this hard time. Like, bro, this is going to be crazy. A lot of people depend on these food stamps a lot to survive. And it's like they're leveraging people's survival for them to play fucking games with each other. Like, bro, this shit is ass. But I just wanted to let y'all know that spend those EBT cards now, before the 1st, because the cards will be cut off, completely shut off.
I saw something about SNAP benefits possibly not going out starting sometime in November because of the government shutdown.
Food stamps, right? SNAP.
Yeah.
Let
Why?
me know what you are thinking in
Because
the
when the
comments,
government is
no matter
shut
how
down because
crazy you might
they
think
can't
it is,
agree on a
your
spending bill,
opinion matters.
right?
And don't forget to
And
leave a
from
like
what I
and
think,
subscribe
there are a
if
lot
you
of
like what I
programs
do.
that expire soon that needs, you have to have a spending bill so that you can appropriate the funds so that they can continue to provide those services. But the shutdown means there's no spending bill. That's why people don't get paid. The budget isn't passed so that you can start paying your government and all that. And part of those funding appropriations in the bill includes, SNAP and other social assistance programs. That's why. So a shutdown means there's no spending bill that's been passed so that everyone can get paid and all funds can be allocated through the government. So I think the SNAP one, in November or something like that, that's it. The funding's only been approved through October. Come November, they don't open it back up. They can't. When the government reopens, means the spending bill's been approved and it goes through, and that would include new funding for these programs. That's why.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
I also found some people who might be not affected by it due to living in another state.
We are getting EBT. We are getting EBT. We are having a good Thanksgiving. We are having a good Thanksgiving. What to say, y'all? Next deposit, 15 days. What's 15 days from now? The 9th? When do I get my food stamps? On the 9th? I'm not paying attention to this. Well, I am, in fact, because it says benefits are likely. I have not seen any update. This is my update, y'all. Next deposit, 15 days. This is what I have, and this is what I don't have. Well, still have. Stop letting people get in your hands, y'all. We are literally going to be getting our food stamps when food stamps are supposed to come. Okay? So make your list. Be up in the grocery stores as usual, like you would do any other month, because from what my app is telling me, next deposit, 15 days. Now, why would they put that? Exactly. Thank me later.
And for closing, let's check out the news report with some more details.
Trump administration says it will not use emergency funds to pay for federal food benefits with a fast approaching deadline. CBS's Christina Fan is in New York with details on that. Christina.
Well, Jerica, 1 in 8 Americans rely on SNAP benefits, and tonight there is mounting worry for them. They might not be able to afford food with money running out 1 week from today.
I think people are starting to panic.
Food banks around the country are flashing warning signs.
We've been having about 7 to 10 new people a day this week.
Look at that. That was full this morning.
The pantry at Calvary Episcopal Church in Kentucky ran out of food for the first time in its 43-year history.
We feel like this is the tip of the iceberg.
Members of the California National Guard are now deployed to help food banks in the state. In Massachusetts, 16% of residents rely on SNAP benefits, which provide an average of $187 a month, or about $6 a day. Democratic Governor Maura Healey holds President Trump responsible.
Leadership is a choice. And sadly, President Trump has chosen to take away food from people all around this country.
Aboard Air Force One, President Trump told reporters he's not to blame.
Well, I'm going to let some other people talk. I'll have a comment on that later, but the Democrats are stopping it.
The sudden loss in federal food aid will ripple beyond homes into stores and businesses. Every dollar in SNAP benefits generates $1.54 in economic activity.
Quite a bit of our sales come from EBT recipients. Right now it's making up about 10 to 15% of our total sales a month.
And Democrats say they will not vote to reopen the government unless there is an extension of health care subsidies for millions of Americans, while Republicans say they want the government to reopen first before any negotiating.
Thank you for watching. Let me know what you are thinking in the comments. No matter how crazy you might think it is, your opinion matters. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like what I do.